This is World of Tank News, March 26, 2020. Most interesting, South Africa tech tree. Not finalized, but it's being researched by the research team for World of Tanks. There was a 2-week premium that you can still get. You have until April 3rd. Any server that you're on, you can get 2 weeks of premium time. You have to click the button to claim it. There is on the NA server tank mastery missions for the Type 5 KHO Kronwagen, the Panzer 3/4 and the IKV-72. You do have to activate the missions. They've announced the winner for the Dawn of Industry Clan Showdown. It was Atlas from the Asia Pacific region. There's a 3x crew EXP for NA and EU until the 27th. There are new balance features. So they did the sandbox, and they're talking about increased hit points and more ammo for low tier tech tree changes and collectors vehicles. They say that it will be coming in update 1.9. We also have the new global map, which are clan battles for the next 2.5 months. The SU-130 PM is available on the NA server. It's $48.99. It is an excellent tank. Then we have the new balances going to be coming out in a future release, something that they're working on. They're going to make some changes to blueprints. For example, if you already finished the tech tree, what do you do with all those blueprints? They're talking about reducing the amount of damage for gold rounds, changing the way crews work so that it's focused solely on the commander and you can use your crew on multiple tanks of the same class. Equipment changes. They want more specialized equipment. For example, you'll have a slot just for gun loading, maybe another one for view range, etc. They're making changes to ranked battles. They're adding a new role for the wheeled vehicles. They're trying to make sure that too many people are not playing wheeled vehicles. They do want to balance it out a bit better. And they're talking about changing the timelines because of the denial of service attack that was earlier in the year. There might be some overlapping events instead of postponing some events. There's a lot of vehicle rebalancing. There's 3 vehicles, the IS-4, the E-100, and one other that are having the frontal armor buffed. And the 10th anniversary, one of the things that's occurring with the 10th anniversary is that there will be a pardon on banned players. It says they are not ready to disclose the details. There's some people who've given some details that might not be accurate. They also mentioned the team clash format. Unfortunately, I don't know what 770 is. There is a video for Ranked Battle Season 2 which explains the extended hours up until April 4th and the new role vehicle for wheeled vehicles, etc. Then we are going to the EU specific news. We've got a wallpaper on the EU server. This is basically it. Those are the sizes. There are 3D styles. There's actually a lot of them. The BDR G1B, the Lanson C, the Carnarvon Action X, the UDIS 14, the Progetto M35, and the AMX 50B. So you can purchase those over the next 3 days. The AMX CDA is available on the EU server. This is an amazing tank. It's one of my favorite tanks. On the Asia server, we have a video about the Thunderbolt 7. I love playing this tank. Unfortunately, this video only seems to be announced on the Asia server. And then there is the tournament schedule, which is 2x2, 3x3, and 1x1s. There is a trade-in on the Asia server, which will allow you to get discounts on premium vehicles. They're going to increase the number of weekly war games on the Asia server. The current 2 sessions to 5 sessions every weekend. The RU News, they're doing a 3 times first daily victory for the whole entire week. It's a special event that they're doing. For World of Tank Blitz, they're doing a special with loot boxes, containers, where every container has guaranteed a premium tank. And there's different levels of containers. For example, they've got level 8, level 7, and 6. I don't recall, I looked at them, I don't recall that they were cheap. You had to pay basically the value of the premium tank. Then they have a new video about the Japanese tank destroyers. If you saw the one that came out earlier, this is a different video that shows the tank destroyers. I'm just going to tell you my opinion. They're not absolute game changers. They're going to be Japanese tank destroyers, but there's nothing about them that is going to make them the absolute best in the game. Okay, for console, we have, there was some news here. 7 days of premium account for everyone. There was some sort of a survey done, the Girl Power event. And what else was there? What do we got here? Okay, they're going to change the way you exchange tanks for bonds. What's available in the shop for bonds is going to change every 6 months. There was mention of the buffs and nerfs for many tanks, the amnesty for banned players. It is in one of the developer streams. And they talk a little bit about the crew changes and equipment changes, etc. It's nothing exciting. There is a bonus code for the 2 weeks of premium time, which I discussed at the beginning of this video. The Tank Fest has been postponed. The Militrax has been postponed. This is the announcement that on March 31st, they're going to release a video. This is Project 42. These are the game developers. You're going to recognize some of these guys. You can use the translation feature to get it in English about the South Africa tech tree. And they did say that they found a lot more than they were expecting. This is a number of people who got the Bat Chat Burask on the RU server. It was 155,000 people. This is a video that's on the developers for Project 42, where they're basically talking about maps, things that we've already heard, equipment, all that basic stuff. It's pretty interesting. You can watch it. It is pretty long. But if you've been watching all the news, it is stuff that they have already announced. There was an outage on the NA server on March 20th. You can see that people were directed to the South America server. It did occur for a period of 5:30 until 11, which means it was about 6 hours. You can watch my blog, which is wot.blog.cheapbooks.com. You'll see many daily videos about World of Tanks. That's it for today's news. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.